Hello and welcome back to the next video in our Airtable for Land Investor series. Today is the Facebook lead table here. Now, this table is kind of one of my favorites. It was fun to put together, and the cool thing about this is this integrates with Zapier to send this information over to your CRM. I use Follow Up Boss, so all the Zaps are set up to work with Follow Up Boss. So once a lead is added into here and the button is clicked that says Send to Follow Up Boss, that lead will automatically get sent over via Zapier to Follow Up Boss, and it will get added as a new contact in Follow Up Boss. And then my email series is automatically started. My drip onboarding series is automatically started, and then I have county specific series of emails that are sent out to my contacts as well, and that's tagged to the county here. On top of that, another Zap takes that contact and sends it over to my MailChimp, which is where I send out all my deal of the week emails from. So this one's a little interesting and a little, it's got some nice twists and turns in it. And the last video is going to show you how to set up all these Zaps for sending all this stuff around. Okay. So here's the main table that you'd be seeing, but it all starts, like we said in some of the other ones, with a nifty little form, okay? The VA submittal form. Now, whoever your VA is who's managing your Facebook Messenger, your Craigslist relay email address, or email inbox, or your Landmodo inbox, or whatever other advertising mediums you're using, you'll want to make sure that they have this form, okay? And it's super simple. As soon as a new lead comes in, they're done talking with them, and they ask for they get the email. They enter the information in, the date the lead you got, then first name. Okay, I have that as a mandatory. Okay, last name's not a mandatory. Email, hopefully they'll have it. I don't have it as an mandatory because sometimes you're going to want to get phone numbers and just call the people. So I didn't put them as mandatory fields, but fill those in. County is mandatory, and the reason the county is mandatory for me, you can change this, is I have a county specific 10-part email series that is dripped out over a 45-day period that is connected to this tag right here. So when Follow Up Boss, when you hit the submit or send a Follow Up Boss, when it sees a specific county, it automatically starts that email series for me without me having to do anything. Okay, correct? Remember what we say, automate everything. So if I don't have to have someone remember to go in and do it, but it can do it automatically, I want that to happen. Okay, state, they can link the property. So all the properties are in here. I put a reference number at the bottom of every one of my ads. That way, when my VAs are responding, they can see that reference number. It's got the APN in there, and they can come back in here and they can link the correct property to it so that I'm actually following up with those hot leads on the right property. All right. Lead source. Okay. What is it? And you can add whatever you want. Was it from your website, Craigslist, Facebook? Was it Landmodo? Was it the land sites? Whatever it is. Okay. The other thing you want to do is the messenger URL. Okay. So you're going to want to get this thing in here. That way, if you're doing all the sales still, or your sales VA can come in and look through that conversation so that you can hopefully, pick out some of the interesting information so that when you're talking to these people trying to sell them, it looks like you actually know what they were talking about early on. Okay. Here's the Craigslist relay email. For those of you who are doing Craigslist, you know that Craigslist has a weird, funny system. So putting that Craigslist relay email address in there will help you as well. And any notes. This contact wants a phone call right now. They're hot lead, whatever notes that your VA wants to put in here. Okay. Now, if you don't need to review this for anything, you can go ahead and have your VA click this button and hit submit, and it'll automatically take it to this view right here. And remember, it says this is a do not delete. This is what Zapier is looking for. They're looking for new records to show up in this table. Okay. Now, once a new record shows up in this table, it will automatically be sent right in to Follow Up Boss, and everything's going to work for you. Okay, you see how it was checked there, and that's already in a Follow Up Boss, and everything's been started for that person. Okay, so that's basically how this one works. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. No, I think that's it for this video. The next video we're going to be going over, we're going to lump a couple of them together because they're kind of quick. But again, all you have to do is hit this button right here, and it takes it off of this view, puts it to the next one, and starts all that automation with Zapier, Follow Up Boss, MailChimp, or whatever other CRM you're using. If you have questions on this one and setting up, go view the Zapier setup at one of the last videos. If you still have questions about it, go ahead and get a hold of me, and I'll help walk you through the process. All right, guys, see you on the next video.